Tali, and we're going to go through some bed manners with you. So if you're anything like me, there's nothing better than a good old snuggle on the couch with your puppy dog. And we've been doing loads and loads of couch cuddles lately. But there are always times where I also want my dog to hop onto their own bed, or maybe not cover my lovely couch in all of their fresh fur. So I like to always teach my dogs to be able to go to their beds when asked. What we're going to go through with you today is how we're going to teach that exercise. So when I start teaching my dogs how to go to their bed, I always want the bed to start nice and close to me and always in the area that I'm going to want them to do that behaviour. So for Tali, it might be in the lounge room, and I'll have the bed sit nice and close, even if that's not going to be the permanent place for it. If you've got a young puppy who can't sit still for very long, you may also want to use a lead so that you're able to clip that to your dog's collar to help them succeed in staying in their bed. Today I'm going to also use my canister of treats instead of a treat pouch, because I don't often wear a treat pouch around the house, so I want to try and make it as simple as possible for my dog to succeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Tali to hop off the couch, and then we are going to start with our bed manners. Ready? Tali, off. Good girl. Alright. Come here. That's a good girl. Alright, so when I start teaching my dog how to enjoy going to their bed, it means that I have to add value. Why would my dog want to leave the comforts of snuggling with me on the couch to go and sit in a bed? And the answer to that is that we want to try and make sure that our dog has lots of value for going to the bed, and we do that by using loads of treats. So I'm going to get a couple of treats into my hand, and I'm going to lure Tali into the bed. That means that I'm going to have her nose like a magnet to the treat, so she can follow that treat and climb into the bed, just like that. You may find that your dog only wants to get 2 feet in the first time. And I'm going to pop a treat out to the side to encourage her to come in again. 2 feet in the first couple of times is totally okay. And you can reward that once or twice until your dog gets the idea that this bed is worthwhile. I'm tossing the treat off to the side to encourage Tali to come back and keep playing the game with me. After I've rewarded a couple of times, I want to see if I can stretch that food out and get those back feet in. And a lot of you might find that you get this where I'm stretching, and Tali's not quite moving her feet just yet. If that happens, all I'm going to do is set her up again. Move the treat in a different way. Good girl, yes. And she goes and puts her 4 feet in that time. When you get a big jump forward like that, loads of rewards for making the right decision, lots of praise, and I always toss a treat off to the side to let her know that we can set up again. So me tossing a treat to the side is our way of releasing our dog, or using a release cue to tell our dog when that behaviour ends. Now for mat training, that's really important, because if I start to ask them to go to their mat, how does my dog know when they've done enough? When do I want them to get out of the mat? And Tali has a special release cue, which is called break, and that's her cue that tells her when she's ready to get off. So now I've got a dog that understands to get 4 feet in their bed, and they're going to get loads and loads of treats, and she understands that when I toss a treat off to the side, she can go and get that one. Now I'm going to pair that release cue of break to that treat being tossed off to the side. So I'm going to get my treats again. I'm going to lure Tali in. So I've got the 2 feet in, and then I'll curl it around, see if I can get those back feet in again. Good girl. She's doing a great job. I can pop the treats down on the bed as well to keep rewarding that. Excellent. Good girl. And before she decides that she's had enough, I want Tali to be really happy to still be sitting here. I'm going to release her, break, and toss that treat off to the side. So, and you can see Tali's already in on the game. She's going, this is so much fun. I want to jump straight back into that mat. She gets loads of treats for doing that, and then break and toss the treat to the side. Now you might notice that I'm actually rewarding Tali regardless of whether she's sitting, dropping, or standing. And that's because it's all about the value for the mat. All I care at this point in time is that she has 4 feet in, and that's going to get her her treats. So she jumps into the mat, girl, she gets her cookies. Again, I can drop some treats down onto the ground like this. When I'm ready, break and toss the food off. Right. This time, I'm going to see if I can get her to lie down. So Tali knows a down cue. When I teach my mat or bed behaviours, I don't want my dog to have a cue of go to your bed and then drop. What I would like my dog to do is to do it all in one motion. So I'm actually going to get her to get all 4 feet on, and then I'm just going to lure her into a down. So I'm going to show her the food, bring her in, and lure her into a nice little down there, and I'm going to drop the food down there for her. And again, once I'm happy that she's nice and relaxed, still getting loads of treats for being there and being a good girl, I'll toss a treat to the side, break, and toss a treat to the side with her again. Have a go with your dogs, and don't forget to tune in for stage 2 and see what to do next.